Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Throwback Thursday, it is here on Sammy Flex TV, Showbiz Daily. And I'm here asking myself, what are we going to throw back on this show today? I want to throw back when Derek Money was under fire for saying something about Adam. The way Derek Money was hot. If I never did someone like Derek Money could be hot over social media commentaries. And I remember he said, boss, me to me put now, Papa. I said, Papa, me to me put now. Oh my word, things have happened, man. But thank God we are still here, very strong, still doing it without looking back. It can only be grace and hard work and determination. And MC Barima will say equals to cup. Oh, cheers. My name is Sammy Flex, and usual suspects are seated. Roland Amate, Shagzy, Shatter Movement Empire, Roland Reports, which is on YouTube, and showbizchannelging.com. And in Team Dode Solomon at the extreme end, representing our online department as our manager. And of course, in Team Dosu Digital Solutions, thanks to our producers, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Sam Tuga. They are the people making sure you get to watch everything. So if there are any errors there, to give it to them. It is not us. We do our part and we give it to them to do their part. So if the error comes, those who have been complaining, sound, gang, innocent. Chewa kai, or say, me the minim who on one of Mohammed Katebiso, me who me too. Yeah, we also donated about it. But interesting things are happening. Mzbel has had a video out for the past days about Sonnie Badu owing her $300. In fact, when the video came out, I know many have been passing by like, Mzbel, yeah, those things. Mzbel, those things. Mzbel and her son there, when they talk, the whole Ghana should shake. So when they saw the video, it was like, yeah, Mzbel, yeah, Mzbel, yeah. But this time it looks like a response has given some strength, or a response has given some substance to what Mzbel had said earlier. And like some people will say, if you know how to say it, you also know how to listen. If you know how to put it out, you also know how to watch it. I'm going to ask my people whether they also think there is a correlation. And again, there are some insider information that we have gotten to this information as well. Listen to this. According to Mzbel, she said Dr. Sonnie Badu owes her an amount of $300. We don't know what she paid the money for, but information we are gathering behind the scenes tells us that very soon Mzbel will, out of anger, explain why that money went to Sonnie Badu. Mzbel was demanding for the money in the videos. All that we could also see was that Dr. Sonnie Badu has not commented on this issue anywhere. In fact, on looking, like he's not even heard it. Then we wake up to Dr. Sonnie Badu sharing $300, like $300. He did not share to just one person. He is looking up to select 3 people, random people. In fact, he actually gave some qualifications for those who can get the money. Widows, people in business, and people in school. That is what they are saying. And people are saying, hey. Assembly Puno. Or we should say last one. Hey. People are saying, hey. You are saying, they are telling that you owe $300. You did not pay back. You are also giving out. And people are putting pieces together. But before we even watch the videos that are saying the 2 stories, me and Roland, we decided to do some behind-the-scenes investigation. Investigation has it that Mzbel, after talking about the issue, she has gotten the money from a team member of Sonnie Badu's management in Ghana. I'm talking about his team members in Ghana. Someone called and asked that, oh, So you are saying doctor owes you this money. Okay. Yes, go. And I hear Mzbel told them, go and find out from doctor if indeed. The people said, okay, we're back. When they came back, they said, okay, no problem. We want to pay your money back. And they paid. And doctor too is giving $300 back. Is there any connection? Take your time. Watch video number 1 from Mzbel. Watch it.
E ke marriage counselor title e ke ntwaso ka tele bi awie male amefi ono agbo ashka na.
Male ame.
Acho ale. Omo friend honorarium o se dey.
Honorary. Sorry, you dey.
Dan bi Sonnie Badu ko preach wo baby. NM say man honorarium ni bi o say.
Honorary.
Whatever it is. And all that so one we try the picture and all they send me. I say me nkan che shatta wale say onyu kra no betimi always scar betimi display. I'm oh man of God.
When they say no?
Me say Sonnie Badu la.
Sonnie Badu.
I'm a trash show. Alaka please Kenya.
Oh no, you need for Reverend Doctor.
Onu kra be kan asem next day.
Are why all day?
Oh buy my come don't worry.
Sonnie Badu are all day.
Oh in same baby. Onya man of God.
Oh,
we na adwuma na omwe.
Sonnie Badu nya man of God.
Oh, we na adwuma na omwe.
Kana asemi ya wake ri ebe serious o.
Brahima. Charlotte do na akofa.
Sonnie Badu is a great man of God.
Yo. Man. God na ka know.
Oh, say you the shows all here.
What you see our shows? He's a showman. Thank you for the word, Christoni. He's a showman.
Mangaso a showman.
Who said shows? You said you have seen his shows.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that's what he does. He makes shows.
Nyankopon de ni ejuma me hu ni videos a or bomb pire man for or sign wo the prophetic ministry cry. What's it next time we can
count you the end to us.
Okay, it's Charlotte Drew. Me, I believe say after this issue no Obeba out strong. Me, that is what I believe.
You see, she's out strong already. She's wearing makeup and wearing wig. Now, she's out already strong. Wearing makeup and wig. The makeup artist say, "Move fit take." You know, I'm not sure no dressy. Or granting interviews, I go to wear condemn no bear So no any reason why I call varied obisa. Now I need them.
Well, so that was video number 1 from Mzbel. Now, video number 2 from Dr. Sonnie Badu. Watch it as well.
Hey guys, Dr. Badu here. I hope everybody's doing well. The Spirit of the Lord dropped on my heart and in my spirit to do something benevolent. I want to give 3 sets of people a blessing of $300 each. I'm coming to make that presentation myself. The first set of persons is any widow that has a business that you know they're struggling with. Let me know. Second set is a student, any student that is very intelligent but struggling to meet certain requirements in school. Let me know. And the third set is a hospital bill. Maybe somebody just gave birth and they're struggling to get discharged because they cannot pay that hospital bill. Let me know and we will send that $300 to them. Tag me, send me pictures and whatever, or call ZK. Call ZK on 024-016-7355. And this is starting from Ghana. In the next 3 months, we'll move to a different country in Africa and be a blessing too. God bless you. Send them to me.
After watching these 2 videos, now let me come back to my people. Are there any correlation? Roland, you have been part of that conversation, so you can start this for Chemo to get motivation.
We are cause and effect. Ububa.
Yes, we had to be.
That is the.
I hear it's a program on radio.
On radio, Peace
Okay.
FM.
Oh, I see.
Before we movie.
I see.
So, it is what it is. Obviously, this is what is coming from Dr. Sonnie Badu is a response to the allegations from Mzbel.
Okay.
This one, there's no. Who he has the bell far baby.
Wada.
Because this is somebody that has come to the public to talk about the fact that you owe her a certain amount of money. As to what made you come to her for that amount of money, nobody knows. She did not give that details. What you used the money for, she did not give that detail. The only detail she gave about the money is the fact that you came to her for money or you owe her money. And this is the amount of money you owe her.
Okay.
She also showed proof.
She said that she paid for something for him.
For him.
Yes.
And she showed proof of the fact that she's been trying to reach you for the money. Other conversations you guys are able to have. But conversation about the money, you are not responding. And of course, anybody who knows Dr. Sonnie Badu and how he carries himself, the caliber of person he is, would feel some way knowing that Dr. Sonnie Badu owes $300. What is money to Mr. Cockroach? Dr. Sonnie Badu owes $300.
Like how?
How?
How is that possible?
Nipa kakra say. You understand?
News cry.
So when you think about it, of course, it will sound weird in your ears. But then, can it be false? It can. But looking at Mzbel, how she carries herself, her credibility in the space, and Dr. Sonnie Badu, to think that it is not true, yes, some way.
And that Mzbel is just saying anything.
It's just saying anything for clouds. And also hard to believe. And the fact that Sonnie Badu can owe Mzbel, well, it is one of them things. It can be, Dr. Meyama, Mama boy waste crass on your mouth. And that's a me pobia mana say mama, Mama Niska, Ska or Famano. When I get to the States, maybe I can transfer and give you. Sanya Manewo. And you may either forget or you may think so. When you're there, you would want to dwell on. It happens.
Yeah.
So perhaps it may be one of those conversations between Mzbel and Doctor. But for Doctor not to come and respond to whether it is true or not, but to go or to come out and say this is what he wants to do, and it is that same amount. Because I know Doctor wouldn't want to come and respond directly like that. No, Doctor is a big man.
There is something I even want to find out whilst you are talking.
Because
as it stands now, it is annulled as someone Badu.
Doctor has posted a video.
Doctor too has posted. That's what I wanted to confirm.
Doctor has posted a video.
I wanted to confirm that.
Doctor has posted a video.
Okay, any agenda is agenda.
It's agenda. So the thing is that even in that same interview, Mzbel made some allegations. Like so many of them, aside the fact that the man of God was owing her. Okay. She talked about the fact that the man is not a true man of God.
No. Don't go there.
Why?
Make your statement in the right context.
Also,
she didn't know. She didn't say that.
Then what did she say?
She said that there are some men of God. After that conversation, then she generalized it. So don't make it look like she was talking particularly about Sonnie Badu.
Chemo, you need to go and watch it again. It's in there.
I watched it.
Chemo, then you missed that one. It's in
there.
And
maybe there's another video that I have not watched. That one, okay. I'll
before she came to talk about, before she generalized it, she was talking about Dr. Sonnie Badu. Then she made emphasis on the fact that Dr. Krade Eddie one time it was Sika.
Yeah, I've watched.
Yes. And Sana, Bra Masa interject to say, na sa okabi bi.
Osi ne shatawale nkwane timi flashes.
So omu nyina omu boshu. So that is when the generalization of it started.
Yeah.
It was after she had made that statement.
Oh, okay.
That is when the generalization of it started.
Okay. So, then I have not watched that part.
So in that sense, Doctor no wo ho no. Ono kasa niama we fan ho a. Oye ni permission. Yeah. And she would want to respond and respond hard. And this is the only way. But the doctor that we know and the way he carries himself in the space cannot come and throw money like Shatawale. He cannot come and show money on table like Shatawale.
Listen, I've been seeing him doing something. I think the last time I saw him randomly meeting some people who were selling on the street, asked them, what would you guys eat? And they said they would eat rice. He drove to Papaya also, bought food for them, and brought it to them. So now they looks like some actions
So
are
in
really
that
going
sense,
down.
this is the only way he would want to respond. And me, $300 for 3 people, and near coincidence, mommy.
Okay.
This is well calculated. Say we want to show you that the $300 that you are saying me I owe you, no, it is either me and I'm in
Okay.
and I say, ultimately, me can't tell me say me need $300. In fact, me will be a meti me a check moho ama ebi mu mpo a minimum one and say be omu nya hwimpo mame. And that is the meaning of that gesture. I'm sure say in the public eye, if you should put microphone to doctor right now, he will tell you, oh, like you said, o dan say o shesha man for bi di omo call kontoto ebiane mom. It is in that line. But ububa
Yes, yet.
yes, $300 for 3 people, especially when somebody has made an allegation of you owing her $300. It is not coincidence.
I see. I have been following this, and latest information I have is that after seeing the video, Mzbel has rushed to the studio again for another interview. And you guys should expect that one. I hear that one is going to be very explosive. You guys should expect that one coming to a cinema near you now. Chamu, come through. Are you also connecting dots?
Yeah, of course. But I think I have different theory about the whole thing.
Okay.
First of all, it's not because Sonnie Badu can't pay, as in he doesn't have enough money to pay $300. That is not it. I mean, common sense should tell you that Sonnie Badu will have more money in excess to pay $300. Even if you don't know his bank account, he is so
What to do?
he has made it in the music industry such that if you check his numbers alone online, you can see that he has what it takes to pay $300. So I don't think anybody using their common sense will say that Sonnie Badu is broke, that he can't pay $300. That's not the issue.
Okay.
The issue is either he's avoiding explaining why he is giving Mzbel $300 or he has decided not to pay. And I want to take the fact that he is avoiding explaining paying Mzbel $300.
Okay.
Because if he does that and it is not physical, not direct, he will have explanation to do elsewhere. That's the theory that I have.
Yeah.
Because it will reflect in his bank account, it will reflect in his transactions, and for him to let Mzbel pay for whatever transaction that was going on, it will be a difficult thing to explain.
Yeah.
So for me, I think maybe he was waiting for a day that he will meet Mzbel and give him physical cash. And that opportunity were not, happening. And Mzbel...
But Mzbel did not meet him according to the conversation.
Yes.
As in the money was like a transaction.
Yes. And yes.
So
and
the doctor can use the same process to
no, I need to know about it, and then I go no Antonade. So or no person otua. Another person in who traces of him paying an amount for such a transaction. And go no be and can Mzbel for me will not be the person that he will ask to pay for him.
Okay.
I think he has other rich friends that can do that.
A member
Yes,
of his
but the kind of relationship that he has with Mzbel, it's easy for Mzbel to do that payment. And after that, the easiest way is to give him physical cash. And if opportunity and presenting for them to meet one-on-one, obviously he will not be comfortable paying direct. So for me, I believe Mzbel. I think she did that transaction on his behalf.
Okay.
But the payment is not convenient for Dr. Sonnie Badu to do. That's why it is delaying for about 8 years or so. I can bet they have not met one-on-one, maybe after that.
Yeah.
They may be talking, they may be doing other kind of conversation, but they have not met one-on-one. That's why she hasn't paid. Or even Mzbel has not asked when they meet. She's only asking on their medium of communication through WhatsApp or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that's what is happening. For Dr. Sonnie Badu to ask Mzbel to pay for her, for him on his behalf, I am 100% convinced that he doesn't want the traces of whatever transaction that went on. So if you have watched the video that we have watched, you will notice that Mzbel said that anybody who pays the money and wants to know why or the kind of transaction, she will tell you. That's why Mzbel said in their video.
I hear the next video that is coming out.
She will
to explain the transaction. And especially after seeing this video of Sonnie Badu dashing $300
to others. Yes.
It's kind of provoking because it feels like she's being mocked.
Yes, of course. So for me, no common sense will say that Sonnie Badu can't pay $300. Sonnie Badu was just avoiding explaining why she's sending Mzbel $300 or why he's paying $300 for something that he wasn't ready to disclose even on paper.
Are you suspecting or expecting some dangerous moves after?
No, I don't think it will be anything dangerous.
No, from Mzbel, I mean, in terms of what.
Yeah, it will not go well for Sonnie Badu.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you were avoiding explaining it. So immediately that you saw that video, just pay her and close the case. Don't use it as a means to have a good PR gesture. I think they were just trying to turn the whole thing.
Yes.
Because for them, it looks some way.
Yes.
So let's turn it and do something else.
Yes.
And knowing Mzbel and the transaction that you don't want it to come out, she will definitely expose it. She would definitely expose it. So for me, I think it was a wrong PR move coming from Sonnie Badu and his team. Just pay and be quiet. Maybe later do your $300 donation and all those things. Because coming to prove that you have more than $300 is unnecessary.
Because if you don't owe Mzbel, she won't come
out.
She knows your pedigree.
Yes.
Keke.
And based on what she's saying, she has evidence. Also, I know your conversations. We are a friend. Just say, canon kwan I won't pay so better. Explain to her that when I meet you physically, I will pay. Because that one, there will be no traces. That's the only explanation that you can give why he hasn't paid.
I see.
But for you to just try to spin it, it was a wrong move. For me, it was a wrong move. Because the lady gave warning. She gave a signal that I can go dirty. So just pay me and let's settle it. But you rather want to spin it for people to think that you have more than $300. Sonnie Badu, I don't need this gesture to know that you have more than that.
Yeah, we know.
We know. I mean, your numbers alone online, your YouTube numbers alone will tell us that you have more than $300.
Yeah.
So if the money is not going, it either you have refused to pay or you don't have the convenience
to pay.
The convenience to pay is the problem here. So for you to spin it like that, I think it was unnecessary and it will go against him. He wanted to use it to have a good name or to make it look like there's something more important than just paying that $300. But it will go against him. The move was wrong for me.
Well, some people are also praising, some people are laughing, some people are mocking. We wait for the rest of the days ahead of us because, like I told you, our information tells us that Mzbel, after seeing the video, is heading to the studio. And I want to believe that 1 hour, 2 hours, they will finish edit. Moka is a last process here.
Export
and to be uploaded. I want to believe by the time we sleep, if their computer is really fast, if they have a beast like we have, it will be ready. But Chavo, let's come back to this conversation because you are an online person. I saw a post from Jonila, and Jonila is also someone who believes in the digital space, where he has posted that after all the streaming, farming, and achieving 100K streams a day, The industry is back to working on gaining an organic fan base. Humans who will embrace your work rather than an audience you don't know about. When I advise, take it. Let me try to read it again. This is Jonila, someone who believes in the digital market. He says, after all the streaming farming and achieving 100K streams a day, the industry is back to working on gaining an organic fan base. Humans who will embrace your work rather than an audience you don't know about. When I advise, take it. How do you take this message from Jonila?
Well, for those who know the space, the marketing or digital space in terms of getting numbers and promoting products, movies, music videos, or your music in general, you know for sure that it is not good to do the stream farm.
Yeah.
I mean, that one we know. It's a common thing there. I think the only issue there is the fact that for those who patronize people who do the promotion, some of them lack the
Expertise.
Like they lack the meaning of the numbers. Like if there's any word like that, I mean, they lack
What
how
it
the
means to
numbers
have-
what it means to have a certain numbers.
Yes, all the numbers.
For them, if you have more numbers, you are good. That's what they know. For those who are patronizing the people who are doing the promotions, and because of that, some of the experts or those who are doing the promotion proper deceive them. They tell them lies just to tell them that I'll give you certain numbers. That's where the problem is. Like he is 100% right, but the thing is, it's so common among those who are aware of how the numbers impact your success in the space. So if somebody comes to you and say that, oh, give me $1,000, I will give you 100,000 followers, or like he said, you will get 10,000 K streams a day. What is the meaning of that? For the person patronizing, they don't know. All that they know that I will be getting 100K subscribers or followers a day or streaming a day.
Yeah.
That's all that they know. But they don't know that 100 streams, will they give me money? Will it make me more famous? Will people know me when I step out and all those things?
I like this background.
They don't explain it to them.
So it is not just about the numbers being there.
No.
You have a video that has 1 million views.
There's a meaning to that 1 million views. In fact, it's similar to what I said, that I got myself into small trouble.
Yeah.
That 1 million there, I understand that 1 million. So I can say that this is a useless 1 million, or this is a this 1 million is legit. But for the ordinary person or for the person patronizing that kind of service, they may not understand it, and they will go with it. So he is just telling them that you can get $1 million, 1 million views or 1 million streams, but it is a useless one, because that 1 million streams is not coming from people that you can have an impact on.
Okay.
It is coming from devices. And those devices, when you are having your show somewhere, they cannot come there and cheer you up. Yes, exactly. So he is just explaining to people that get the right people to push your product for you, to get the right numbers or the numbers that can have impact on your product and your whatever that you want to achieve. Just seeing the numbers is not enough. And again, I will add that when whatever numbers that somebody wants to give you, let them explain it to you how it will impact your product or how it will impact your career that you are in. Because we have seen proposal. That's why, in fact, I at that time, how do I put it? I was so confused. I was so disappointed when I saw a proposal that somebody was just quoting numbers that they can give.
Yeah.
Without explaining the impact of
Yes.
such numbers.
Yes.
It was so disappointing for me because the person giving that thing is somebody that people respect. Is somebody that we think that he is part of.
He knows.
Yes, he knows. But he's just giving numbers without explaining the impact that numbers will give. So it's the same way that Jonila is talking about. And especially when they guarantee the numbers, it's fake. For that, if anybody comes to you and say that, give me $1,000, I will give you 1 million views, it's fake. And the reason is that you can't force anybody to stream or view somebody's video.
Yeah.
So how do you guarantee that you can get money and let people do that? The only guarantee that you may have if you want it to happen is to use robots, is to use devices. That's the only way to get such numbers if you are giving guarantees. Because even for those who are giving that service, who have the platform like Google, they don't give guarantees.
Okay.
They give estimates.
They give you a range.
Yes, they will say based on how our system works, you are likely going to see this kind of reach.
Okay.
That's what they can give you. They will give you the reach that it will go. For that one, they can guarantee because they can just send it to those people. That's the reach. They don't even give you the impact of the reach.
Yeah.
That is okay. If we send it to 1,000 people, they will all watch. No, they don't tell you that.
Yeah.
They will then estimate. If you give it to 1,000 people, you are likely going to get 100 people watching. You are likely going to get 100 people watching. Even for YouTube, for Google, that's what they will tell you. How much more you, the person who is going to use that platform, then you go and guarantee. Tell somebody that, give me 1,000 CDs, I will give you 100K views. And they are advertising it, and people are patronizing. Go to this guy, if you give him 1,000 CDs, he will give you 100 views. If you give him $1,000, he will give you 1 million views in a day or in 2 days. Then you pay for a payment that you are making because you will not get the impact that you are looking for. The only thing that you will get is to tell people that I have 1 million views for my video. That's the impact.
And whether the 1 million views will really mean people who have seen your work.
And here's
not their case.
And here's the thing: you are the one telling them that you have 1 million views. After 1 million people watching your video,
you are still telling
people that I have 1 million views.
You're advertising.
I like this point.
Yeah.
You get 1 million that we are supposed to be part of the 1 million. No, but still have to tell us
that you have
1 million.
You're advertising.
So I think he's saying the right thing. Just that you need to say more than just the thing that he said, because people will still not get it.
Yeah.
And people are still, I mean, I don't want to say duping people, but people are still taking money from people by giving them that service numbers.
Yeah. I think if you are watching us and you also intend to get some numbers on your works online, remember there is a right way of doing it.
Yeah.
And there is also the wrong way of doing it. Unfortunately, in all, you still get the same numbers, but later there are implications.
Yeah.
So you guys have to know this. We know someone who got 1 million. Now after some time, the 1 million was coming to 900, 800, 700. Now they started crying. Hey, people came to watch. Why are they not watching? Everyone came to watch. Why are they on watching? This woman became very angry and mad. Called me to intervene. So yes, the numbers there you can get, but ask yourself, how are you getting the numbers? Where are you getting the numbers? These are things that you have to know. If you don't get to know those ones, my brother, my sister, you are going to find yourself wanting. Well,
Do you love arts? Look no further. Tete Kwarshi Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, We bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tidekwarshi Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tidekwarshi Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
Let me ask Roland what he also understands by Jonila's post. Yes, Ro.
Well, Sam, it is true. It is true, and especially in recent times, at least it is better than before. Some time ago, the craze for these numbers was crazy. Where it became the order of the day. Like, especially the 1 million bid. Hey,
also 1 million.
In 24 hours. So when you release a video and you don't hit 1 million, forget it. It became a standard, a yardstick to measure people's success. And unfortunately, so many people bought into it. But now, thanks to some social media platforms like YouTube and TikTok and other ones that have come to join, people are now beginning to understand that, especially with TikTok. If not for anything, you can build your numbers by interacting with people.
Okay.
So anyhow, a musician can now release a song, put it on YouTube, put it on the DSPs, and will go hard on TikTok. Give himself a target. On this song, I have given myself a target of doing 200 videos. 200 promo short videos for this particular song. And you see them on TikTok creating content on
back
the
to back.
On the product back to back. Now I'm going no yogurt 4-ton yogurt. No I'm going no paper man for shoe. Now my brother man make the kitchen no tonium man. Yes. Now people have come out to understand that okay, there is now the proper way, aside you paying for proper form of promotion, there's now an organic way of trying to build something interactive to get people to like your product. Until we also be releasing them, not yes, it is part of the organic way now. All musicians have now turned into normal content creators. Until we be releasing them now. If the musician will pay the dancer for the dancer to dance to his song, now you see the musician with the dancers. Because that is another organic way for people to know that this song belongs to you. So when I am having my show, you should come and patronize me. And that is what Jonila is saying. Now people are beginning to understand that, Charlie, the success is not the 1 million that you see say walk by Dabi. The success is the interaction. The success is in the engagement. Ubehu obi 100K and so beko comment section. Buy your bundle at 2 CD 50 pesos near hairless and then you comment a month for 10,000 100,000 I share video back okra cash. And now for video no who be a nipa trepe. Of course it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So yes, now it is true. In recent times, at least some people, if not half of those people that bought into that frenzy, about half of them have now come to their senses to understand that. Someone says Shatawale releasing him, and I say before he releases a song, he comes on live to premiere the song. You see the song trending on TikTok even before he releases the song. Who said no streaming farms. That is when you see, say, Shatawale and you will be releasing the same day. Shatta will get 25K, will be trending at number 2, number 1. Obibe nipa no releases Adana Enya 1.5 million within 24 hours. And so that number 20 something. And no need trending.
It's not even appearing in the trends.
Exactly. Yeah. That is when you see proper physical interaction on TikTok. And it is reflecting on all the DSPs. It is reflecting there. Ampo Numio releasing and say, just this apology today, this afternoon, yeah. TikTok, me scrolling, yeah.
Eba.
Yeah, man, can you cry? Onum tea. And also,
I see.
Onum tea. Say go beti mi ada.
Okati.
Say go beti mi ada.
Because I accept apology because as a video now I was ready.
Onum tea.
Ube suno osre.
Say kai ho apo wo scan go beti mi ada. Na we tu say mo fa 1 million bo ho ma me. Mo fa 2 million bo ochira na wa flyer. 24 hours, 1 million on YouTube, 1 million on Spotify, 1 million on here, 1 million on there. It is it. That is it. If you do baby, the craze for sa 1 million, na time. Into we say, mitimi ko show. Ni pay your two no me. Original stage in this one as a Sammy. Ko trebetre buri from her obie ni no. Because there is no form of proper organic interaction of him or the song on the DSPs or on social media or even any physical interaction. Hey, that thing that Amradu was doing or premiere or time release Kwekwana and saying Nyama no Namko we speak about the when he was interacting with the hawkers and stuff. Yeah. You know the number of love that thing gave him. You have no idea. And that is what people are now beginning to come to their senses to do. So what Janila's observation is very true. It is now people don't release song and wake up with the headache of how do I get 1.5 million in a day. But they release a song and what they wake up, the headache that they wake up with is how can I create 200 content, 500 content until this particular song reaches this number for me. It is true. But we hope, the message will go more.
So they will understand that.
So people will
it's not just about having the flexing with the numbers.
No. It is not just about, my topic chat. When you top chat and there is no form of proper interaction.
And you're not topic chat, but it's
pie chat.
Excellent is not topping any chat, but going everywhere and people are saying
topic chat. Now you're a pie chat.
Bars, man. So topic chat now you cook room near Hantua or chat, you know, a pie chat, you know, you're the grandpa. Well, let's try to do this before we can run away from here. Then I'm sure we will know what to do next. The weekend is coming. Niso is one talented name in our music industry. He's tested both ends of the music industry, both the gospel and the secular ends as well. In an interview, Niso has said something that has caught our attention, and we want to have a conversation around it. You know, when it comes to the secular industry, there are some people who are able to write some lines, and the moment you listen to such lines, nothing will come to your mind apart from the Bible or apart from something related to the gospel. And this is where Roland comes in, because Roland is on this agenda. So the moment I watched the video, I said, well, Roland's agenda is actually falling in place. It's aligning with this particular topic. Niso thinks that such songs, it's high time we even consider them as gospel songs, because he used this example where King Promise said, Namibia on Tonko now on CCTV, a song called CCTV. And really, that particular thing is in the Bible, captured plainly. That the good Lord we serve does not sleep nor slumber.
Yeah.
It is there, like quotation, it is there. And he thinks such songs, if you are talking today's gospel, where people want to people want to flex, like people don't want to go spiritual, but they still want to belong to the gospel fraternity, like the gospel urban people want us to believe. Oh my God! That is how Niso is trying to let us understand that these songs, they might not be performed in the church. They might not be written or sung by people who are known to be gospel musicians or notable Christians, but to him, they are modern day gospel songs. Do we agree or not? Let's watch this, and Roland will get a 2 to push his agenda even the more.
This hook, the hook, CCTV. That hook, that chorus is very gospel.
It's very. So CCTV is gospel cool.
No, the hook. Yeah. He never sleeps. This scripture. He never sleeps nor slumber. God never sleeps nor slumber. Is scripture. And the idea of CCTV means that it sees everything. And God is an all-seeing God. He sees everything, everywhere, every time.
So that hook is gospel.
Very, very scripture.
What about Aseda?
Aseda. Oh, okay. No. It's a typical. There's some gospel songs that are not gospel songs. They are Ikutia songs.
So this
it's one of those. Song. Yeah, it's one of those.
So it's not gospel.
Nah.
Okay, is this a tool to support your agenda?
Very much. And the fact that it is coming from a gospel artist. And that is what makes me happy. For me, I've said that in recent times, it is about time we review some of these definitions we give to these categories in our war scheme, because mostly they are the ones that define or sometimes help in sustaining certain genre in the space. Yes. Afrobeat, that is why even Grammy will see the need to now award Afrobeat, so that if not for anything at all, they can still encourage more people to do it and to sustain it. So if we don't give them proper definitions, or if we are not able to coin the conversation around them very well, we may not do a good service to ourselves or the people that we even want them in it. And we may not have a long plan for it or a sustainable plan for it. The thing is simple. I've said that the definition for these gospel songs are very discriminatory. And it is no different from what Nisol is saying. I have no problem if you would want to award the artist, and like let's say a gospel artist of the year, and with that you would want the person to identify. That one I don't have a problem. As a gospel musician, if you want to identify, if you want to award gospel artist of the year, of course, if you pose to be the artist, then you need to identify with it. So that aspect, if Fameye wants to be part of the gospel artist category, there's no way to be easy for him, even if he is nominated and wants to go against Diana Hamilton and Joyce Blessing. No, because these people have identified, and they are not just doing one work, but majority of their works in the year under review point to the fact that they are the artists. In that zone of artistry, they are represented. But when it comes to the creation of the art, if you want to put limitations to it, you will be unfair. And that is what they are doing. When it comes to the creation of the art, I mean, artists are there for certain forms of specific art. It is there. But it doesn't mean that another person cannot create the same thing and even do it better. So if today we can wake up and say, oh, Shatawale, who identifies as a dancehall artist, can create a high life song and win high life song of the year. He did not win high life artist though. You remember? He did not even go to compete in the high life artist category because he knows that he doesn't identify one, and majority of his works do not conform to that definition, so he will not even try. But in terms of creation of the art, he has a high life song which stands toe to toe with other creations that high life artists have done, and he was able to stand and win. Adina won Reggae Dancehall Song of the Year when she competed against the likes of Raskuku, Episode, DSL, and the likes, who identify as even reggae, stout reggae, and dancehall artists in the space. Why? Because she was able to create a form of art which was even in the year under review better than the other ones.
I see.
You understand? So if he gets to the gospel, but then we want to gag it, we want to create a barrier. Hey, this one day, it is only meant for people who identify. Then let's take all the gospel categories of and create a different scheme for them.
I see.
Then we know that now we are doing secular and gospel. Because as far as some of us are concerned, when it comes to a category like most popular song of the year, it does not matter whether you are a gospel artist or whether you're a secular artist.
Okay.
We have in that same category songs from gospel fraternity and songs from the secular fraternity as they would want. Yeah, I'm using their own definition and their own terminologies when they would want to say secular and gospel. So in that aspect, they should review some of the category definitions, because if not, these confusions will go on and go on and go on, and it will not help the scheme. Because the more people begin to realize that, okay, sen kamensu metimi a compete wa how and amwaga game it will kill the love or the interest that they have for the scheme gradually. And at the end of the day, it will not even help sustain some of the genre. What Nisol is saying is true. Because me, a bear me yase, ye wonya mebia on tonko now or no, can promise will use it in a song and cannot compete, even in the alternative gospel category, which is the urban gospel. He can't compete. But a certain Kobisam, Ekofa, a certain King's Kid, a certain Temu Adamfi, Scott Evans, Ekofa, no, you see the same words they are. And then they say a gospel. Into you know the young one abaso. How? Mika say e bimpo ana can promise the enumpo. Watu ni year man ye dem posin. But ye beka say hey, what say we identify. And so Mika say big trouser here can promise she o shebi. Chains ye book can promise kumi o shebi. But then on man beka say media me saying thing. You want to discriminate him. I agree with Niso, and there's no better way to say this or to put this across. And me, I just hope that more gospel artists will begin to see the light like what Niso has done and will join their voices to this campaign, so there will be a proper redefinition of some of these categories. Then we can make it open so we can sustain it.
I see. Agenda is agending. Thanks to Niso supporting Roland's agenda. Well, Roland has a letter going to the organizers of TGMA, Telesale Ghana Music Awards, Charterhouse. Letter will be released very soon. Open your eyes, open your ears. You guys will see everything. Sammy will close the show for us. Our time is up.
I think for how our music industry is not a problem. I mean, you individuals can identify wherever that they want to belong, and again, they can also tell the kind of songs that they are doing. So that's not a problem. The problem is when it comes to award schemes and other people trying to define what's supposed to be. That's where the issue is. So because Daddy Lumba, he has a gospel album, but he's not a gospel musician. He has a full gospel album.
And that album did very well.
Yes. And at that point, he said that I'm doing gospel. It's not the organizers of an award scheme or whoever came to his studio or wherever that he was at that time to say that the song that you are doing is not gospel because you don't identify as a gospel musician. So for individuals, I think we don't have a problem. If can promise after the song, if he said that this is a gospel song that I have done, I think people will accept it as such. Just that he can't win an award for it because the organizers will say that no, you don't identify as a gospel musician. Yes, that's where Roland is now. I mean, on their neck, telling them to do the right thing, and I support Roland in that sense. I mean, they have to do something about it. But the problem is only with the award schemes or organizers or institutions trying to define how our songs should be. Apart from that, individually, you can do your song and call it whatever you want to call it, and people will accept it. Just that when it gets to a certain quarters, then they will box you and say that no, until you do this, you can't be part of this, or you can't be part of whatever. So Niso, he's right. I mean, Amachi they did one song, Baby or something, something about Nyame. Baby, I've even I think
it's Baby. Baby has some serious gospel lines in there.
It's baby. Oh, there's another one. Adi nina nyami no yenti si abutre sufre unyami.
Okay, yeah.
Se omo wa.
Yeah. Sufre unyami. Yeah.
Se unyami pa.
That's sufre unyami.
Yes. That one, so that one.
Sportivans can do remix
and now it will be a gospel song. But Amachi Dede has done this and can't qualify. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think they should do something about it. If the person doing the creative or the creator of the song is saying that this is gospel, I think we should accept it. Especially if it meets the element that you will consider for those who identify as a gospel musician. If it will meet the same standard or the same thing, I think we should allow it to go. And they should also be allowed to compete in any competition like that.
Okay.
And apart from that, those people cannot go and compete as a gospel artist of the year. They can't because they don't identify as gospel artists. So I agree with Niso. Just that for me, I don't think it's an issue when it comes to generally how we operate. For that one, the person who did his song can come out and say that this is gospel and it will be accepted. This is dance hall and it will be accepted. This is bobo whatever. Some people can even create their own genres like hip dia and other ones. That one, yes, it will be accepted because you are the one saying it. But the institutions, award organizers and others will tell you that hey, your hip court cannot come here, or your hip dia will not be accepted, and all those things. I mean, Niso, big ups to him. Big ups to Niso, and then Roland's agenda. Let's see how far it will go. Yes, we did your back.
All right, so this is how far we can go today on Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. I know at this stage we also want to read what you have to say, and many things are coming up. Expect the Mzbel continuation. You'll be here tomorrow. If the video drops, you'll be here to add to what we've said today and more. Again, watch out for Roland's video press release. That is also coming out very, very soon. Thank you for being a part of the show today. Special thanks to the producers, Theophilus Digosh, Sam Tuga, and here on the show, Roland Amate, as well as in Team Dodi Solomon. My name is Sammy Flex. We'll sure be meeting again to do it tomorrow. Stay with us everywhere, anytime. We're out of here. Bye-bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. 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 Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. 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 Select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.